Hey guys, welcome back to my Need for Speed Underground 2 video. We're going to go ahead and start a new career. And this happens.
Hey, Hotshot, you're cleaning up out there. You took out Eddie, scored the babe. Have you thought about what's next? I don't think there's anyone out there that can beat you.
We like what we see. There's room in my posse for you, and I ain't taking no for an answer. What's it gonna be?
Hey, the party's kicking and they want their star. You better get here quick. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, everything's cool. I just had to take care of a little problem.
I figured you might want to change things up to help clear your head. Can't say I blame you. Hey, listen. When you get to Bayview, my gal Rachel will hook you up. She's loaned you her ride. It's at the airport waiting. Now it's her baby, so be gentle. Good luck, bro. Be seeing ya.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Rachel, Samantha's friend. I heard your plane finally got in. Well, welcome to Bayview. Hey, if you haven't already guessed it, what you're hearing is the car's short message system, otherwise known as SMS. I don't know if you're familiar with it, so I set it up for first-time use. Read the instructions to find out how it works.
Basically, it's just a system where you get text. And you'll get text about different performance parts coming in, new race events, and even some new magazine opportunities and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. There's also a built-in GPS, which you'll see that in a little bit.
Now check out the mini-map. It's simple to use, but make sure you get familiar with it. This is the big city, you know. I need my ride back soon, so meet me at the car lot highlighted on the mini-map.
The first thing you'll want to do is not listen to her and go get some new races started, which will show up any minute now. Now this is a 350Z that's been modified terribly.
Heads up with some runs for you. Bunch of losers gathering for some races. Now it's a chance to add some easy coin to your account. I'm sending you the location right
Yeah, he already sent the location, so yeah.
now. I see you there.
And of course, it's okay. I'll go ahead and cut to the circuit racing. Of course, I'm going to talk about the controls while I'm racing here. So the left or right alt button, you can use the nitrous, which is this. And you can fill it up by avoiding accidents, which is with the traffic here. But you have to get like so close, it's pretty ridiculous. And then there's also drafting behind opponents. You can't draft behind traffic and then just get out. It doesn't work that way. You have to draft your opponents. Then there's also stunts such as 360s, which you don't want to do in this, but you can do in the exploring mode. And you can also power slide, which is basically you can drift to get some more nitrous. And this car kind of sucks at handling. With the Mazda Miata, which is the vehicle that I thought about using, I can go full out without having issues with steering. The 350Z just has this understeering issue. Now another thing is my keyboard can only take in 2 commands at once, so I can't hold nitrous while driving and steering. Well, you know what I mean. And there you go, there's wreck traffic. Just to show you that right now. All of the failures that are going to involve this particular series of videos will be made up for in Forza 4. Trust me. When I finally get Forza 4 and do videos on that, I'll make up for it. Alright. Alright, I actually avoided that accident. Alright, cool. Cool. It's kind of hard to do, but once you get it down, it's pretty simple. You just gotta get a certain distance around them and try to remember that distance without actually hitting them. Now another thing is this weather, it doesn't do a whole lot except when you're cornering in a high speed area. Oh come on, I should have hit that car. Racing.
Hey dude, what's the holdup? You lost or something? The car lot is on the mini map. Hurry up and get over here. I don't have all night. Hey, what are you doing in Rachel? Well, let's welcome you the right way. The map is gonna show you the course, all out of the race.
Now what I just did there was a spray show, which basically you push the nitrous down before the race starts. There's no specific time, it's just before you actually start the race. And you'll see a lot of hitting the wall and cornering like that, especially in the first parts. Now it could slow down, but when it comes to arcade games, I don't really care about racing correctly. And that was pretty close. Now sometimes the traffic can become obnoxious by going around the points that you actually need to go. They can be on the other side of a corner where you need to go even if you're trying to race the real way. By going out and out, and they'll be there at a certain point. And it gets pretty ridiculous. Oh, come on. Trying to get more nitrous. There. There we go. Pretty good. Now nitrous isn't really required until way later.
Hey man, I want my car back. You better haul over here ASAP or I'm putting the word out on Lucas, and that means no more racing until I say so. Get over here now.
You don't really have to pay attention to what she's saying because there's no real consequence for not getting over there. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway because there's not much else to do. I could do some outrun races, which involves all these players that are on the mini-map here. They're all the orange arrows. I can actually do an outrun race, which involves basically outrunning them. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the car lot here, which is right here. So let's hit another cutscene.
Finally, where have you been with my ride, huh? There better not be a single mark on it. Sam claims you can drive. Maybe so, but you ain't using my ride. Use your cash to pick out a set of wheels. I'll call you later. Hey, good news. The cash from your accident just came through. Samantha wired it over here. Use it to set yourself up with a new ride. I'll check you later.
Alright, so here's what I don't get when it comes to this game. You wreck a Skyline GTR, a heavily modified one at that, and the only thing you can get are basic vehicles like this. You can only get a Honda Civic and these other vehicles. Now, the Pugo 206 is a vehicle that some people do start out with, and they particularly like it, but I don't care for it. The Ford Focus I don't really care for either, although I did use it in Underground 1. The Toyota Corolla is a very good Street X vehicle, as well as a drifting vehicle. You could use it, but I'm not going to. The Nissan 240SX is a really good vehicle, and that's the one I'll be picking. But before I do that, I'm going to go through more vehicles. The Mazda Miata is one of the best handling vehicles in this, along with the Corolla. But I think, yeah, the Mazda has better handling stats. The Honda Civic, I don't really care for it. So, there you go. Shortest explanation ever. Now, the Nissan 240SX, right now it doesn't look like it has a whole lot, but the rest of the vehicles don't either. But out of all these vehicles here, the Nissan 240SX actually has the most top speed, and it actually has other good stats.
Alright, now that you got yourself a set of wheels, head over to my garage. Don't bother looking for races because there's nothing going on. Don't keep me waiting again. See you there.
Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. This is Orochi GTR, and if you like what you see, you can subscribe. I'll see you guys later, and the next time we'll be heading to the garage and more cutscenes. So, see you guys later.